Okay, what's up, Tesla nerds? Back on the project, trying to finish up the full detail minus the wheels of the Model 3. So what I'm gonna take you through is my detailing process. I don't know that I classify cleaning an interior in the same vein as doing the exterior. It's quite a bit less complex. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to go through this process. These cars have fake leather, so it's vinyl. So such thing as vegan leather, people. Give up that dream. It's frickin' vinyl. Well, the vinyl you treat similarly to leather, at least I do, and so I'm going to use certain products and show you how I'm going to do that. We're going to clean up the factory funk off the glass, and then I should do this where I get the windows tinted beforehand, but I'm going to address the glass as well. We'll do that after we clean up all of the vinyl. So here are the products that I'm going to use. Colourlock has a system. This is a cleaner. And then they have a protector for artificial leather and vinyl. And we're going to use their leather brush to clean it up. My wager is on this white interior, I probably need to do this once every 6 months or so, kind of like what I would do with leather. Leather, I tend to go 9 to 12 months depending. But what this protector does, this leaves a not like a Scotch guard or coating type protective barrier, but this is more of a conditioner type protective barrier to help with dye transfer from, blue jeans and things like that. I'm not a big proponent and never have been of like Scotch guard or, every detailing company seems to make a coating for leather and vinyl. I don't like messing with that crap. I don't find that they work. I don't need my leather to bead water because I'm not, drinking, big gulps in the car. And so what I want to do is just make sure that the dirt doesn't stay on the surface so that I can wipe it off later. So we're going to do this process. I'll show you that. And then for the glass, we're going to clean up the glass pretty intensely. I actually have in my cabinet, and then for most people I suggest you have a bottle of Vision. You don't really need a gallon of this, but a bottle of Angel Wax Vision. Don't sniff this. It'll burn your nostrils out. It's some sort of ammonia-based cleaner. So I use this, especially when I have a new car. There's always some sticky stuff and some funky crap on the windows. So we're going to use this as well as invisible glass, some of the waffle weave towels from the rag company that I have in the store, and then this little guy, which is the Stoner's Invisible Glass Reach and Clean tool. They sell it now with this little grippy thing. I don't like that. So they sell like a microfiber waffle weave that kind of sticks to this. I like using their old school bonnets, which you pull on like so, and we'll do a combination of the blue towels and this thing, if I can figure out how to get it on here. But as far as I know, the only place I've found the bonnets is they're even hard to find on Amazon, so I stock them so that way I have them when I need them. So that's how we're going to do that. I only need one of these to do the whole car, because I really only use this for the tight areas of the rear window and the front window. Okay, so let's jump in and start working. I also have a bucket of water sitting on the side here so that I can dunk my brush in. We're going to jump in. I'll show you the front seat. There's a few little smudge marks and some dirt on it. Even though this is new and doesn't need a deep cleaning, the key is I want to get this on the surface to help with dye transfer and stuff like that on this white pleather. So let's jump into it. Okay, always shake up your chemicals before you use them. Take our brush, throw the little cap aside, and this is a foamer. Take my brush, and I'm going to work individual areas. Now I've already vacuumed the car. I don't have any super secret vacuum tricks for you. Just vacuum it. You want to get the thing clean. If you have cheeseburger grease or Some other thing on here, you probably want to wipe it with, oh, I forgot to mention, I use a P&S interior cleaner as well. But you can see there's some dirt on here. I'm going to blame that on my wife, Michelle, not because I never introduced dirt into a car. Or so I like to think. And so a little bit different in that this isn't really very porous like leather would be, but it still needs the same kind of cleaning process. I'm sorry, all my towels I took home to clean, so I'm not using the exact towel I'd use for interiors, but if you are interested, I do have a full lineup of towels and which ones I use for interior. And actually, we're about to launch our 3rd iteration of my towel process here coming up. So you spray some on there. Clean the surface. I'm interested to see how this white vinyl, that's part of the reason I bought this, was to try and see how I could do with a white interior. We'll see how it holds up. I figured since it's vinyl, it's probably not going to be too difficult to maintain. But you know, interiors aren't rocket science. I mean, anybody can do this. Just have a brush. The brush was the real game changer for me. I'd never really used the brush before. I was always using all kinds of weird stuff to wipe down the interior. The brush is the key to get the stuff out of the grain. I like this electric car plugged in. I can turn the AC on, blow some nice cold air on me. So the next video we're going to do will be very quality specific. I'll be talking about my take on it since I've spent 20 hours with this thing, figuring it out, cleaning it up. So I'll be talking about that next. Throw that in a bucket. Okay, so I'm going to treat the rest of the seat the same way from a cleaning perspective. But look, that comes out real nice. Real nice and clean. Got all that little dirt off. Be more fun to do this when it's older. So again, on the new car, I would still do this. So on a brand new car, dirty, clean, whatever, I would still do this process, because then we're going to put the protector on after the fact. So let me, I'm going to finish cleaning up the seat here, and then we'll show you the steering wheel. Come around. Actually, while I'm sitting here, let's show them the center console. So anything that is vinyl or in a leather car, same process, just a different product. You're going to do the same process. So center console is also vinyl, so I'm going to do the same thing. Friends don't let friends have shiny stuff. So that's plastic. You can clean plastic with this too, but wipe it clean. So nice and matte finished. I do like this fake leather, man. It's nice. I thought I would hate it. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so steering wheel, same process, has the same thing. Again, if it's really soiled, you probably want to wipe it off first with some P&S interior cleaner. Mine is obviously pretty clean. And you're likely going to clean the steering wheel a little more often than you would the rest of the car. Just depends on how messy you are and how much dirt you track into it. I tell you, this brush is amazing. This isn't just any old brush. This is a brush from the leather experts. So I leave the leather experts, the interior upholstery experts. I buy products from those companies that are experts in that realm, which is Colourlock. Okay. Steering wheel's cleaned up. Let me show you the door cards. It gets a bit redundant because the process is the same. So you can see, I mean, anybody can do this. It's super simple. And this is like, again, I would call this about as extensive as you need. Now, if you have to start cleaning carpets and stuff like that, go watch somebody else. I'm not your guy. I don't have to freaking clean my carpets. Just vacuum them. But as far as maintaining, this is what I do. I'm sure there's some, that's the big thing on YouTube now. This transformation of this puke car is now perfect. Look at this. And they show you from 12 feet away after they spend all day cleaning puke off the, carpets and pounds of dog hair and crap. I'm not frickin' doing that. Again, this will be much more rewarding later on when the car has been used a bit more. I mainly want to make sure it's prepped to accept my conditioner. It'd be really smart to do all this stuff after you tint the windows. But I'm not that smart. Okay. Show you the dash, and then we'll dress it. The rear seat we're going to treat the same as the front seat. I don't find the need to treat plastics or anything like that. Just clean them. I don't want to slop a bunch of shiny, glossy crap on under the guys that I'm protecting. It's not really necessary in the interior. It's good. Okay. Go dunk this in my bucket. I'll show you the dash. The dash is going to be the same process. You'll want to visit the bucket more often if you're, cleaning a dirtier car. But on this one, we're in pretty good shape. You know what? This isn't vinyl. No dash. No, this is a, I don't think that's vinyl either. I guess it is a vinyl. It's just a little, is this a plastic? I'm not sure, but I'm going to treat it with the same thing. So it's definitely different than the seats, but I don't think it can hurt. I know it won't hurt. The question is, how much benefit will we get from it? Main advantage of doing this is that I'm cleaning up any kind of weird crap that they may have used at the delivery center. And I'm just using a hodgepodge grouping of towels here. Okay, so I'm gonna go through, finish cleaning, and I'll come back to you and show you how to put the dressing or the protection. I don't even call it dressing because it's not a dressing. This is the protector for fake leather. So I'll be back in your case in a few seconds. All right, so I cleaned up everything, really. I cleaned up everything that wasn't plastic. So I did this kind of rubbery vinyl, the steering wheel, the seats, the back part of the seats, not the very, very back part. We're gonna wipe that down with the interior cleaner. Actually, you know what? The center back of the seat is vinyl. So I do need to clean that up. Back seat, the center console area here, and all of this stuff. So now we're going to treat. The most important parts to treat are the seats and the steering wheel. So I'm going to take some of this artificial leather protector. You don't need to glob it on, and you'll find that if you're doing white, it's kind of hard to see. So you want to stay organized so you know where you've been. And what this will help do, it's not going to change the sheen, it's not going to shine anything up. You don't want shiny. You just want this to become the sort of sacrificial layer. You do this on these white seats probably every 4 to 6 months, and should help with dye transfer, because that's the only thing I'm really worried about. Making them look nice and white. So you could probably skip right to this step on new, and then I'm not buffing it off. I'm just kind of leveling it out. And just so that I don't end up with streaks, especially on the black, I'm just putting it on and wiping it off within a few seconds. And that's the process. So here's the steering wheel. We'll do the same thing. Don't ask me about UV and all that. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with UV. I don't think UV is really that big of an issue because your windows, even if you don't tint them, should take care of the UV problems. I don't want anything that's going to add any kind of funky, shiny crap. See, look, it just wipes flat. Nice and easy. Do the upper part of the seat. If you're wondering if you should treat it, just treat it. Can't hurt. You don't have to worry about getting it on pieces of plastic and stuff and this won't cause any kind of damage or anything. This is a little Colourlock sponge. Nothing real special about it, it's just a sponge. wipe it off. There's not really any smell to this. Nice. All right, so we'll do the same thing to the center console area here. A little easier to see on black. I cleaned this area up too. All the way up into the center console area. If you end up with any bit of streakiness, just reactivate it. So simple and clean. I'm going to do the dash as well. Even though I'm not really sure about this even needing to be done. And do small sections. Do the glove box as well. I clean this. Remember, I'm not like ripping into this when I'm wiping it. I'm just trying to flatten it out, level it off. Okay, let's do the door card. Actually, while I'm here, let me finish the dash so I don't forget. And it looks like we didn't do anything. That's what we want. Looks like nobody did anything to anybody. I'm not even worried about doing up under there because I'm never going to hit that. Okay, door card, same process. All right, so I'm going to go around. We'll show you at the end here, I'll show you everything that we treated. I'll point it all out, but the process is the same throughout the whole car. And we'll come back and do the windows afterwards. All right, catch you in a few seconds. Okay, I hate doing this so much, freaking interiors. So of course we did the seat, both the top part and the bottom part. And I went in the back to do the back of the headrest for when my kids are pounding on it. The steering wheel, up underneath the dash, on top of the dash, center console, the armrest, the door cards, same thing in the rear door cards. This little piece here is vinyl. Did all of that. The back center section is vinyl here. And the top and the seats. I also pulled down the armrest so I could do all the little cracks in there because when you put your arm on it, so we have some level of protection. Now, what I'll do real quickly here, anything I didn't clean, which pretty much all of this car is vinyl, I'm going to use some P&S interior cleaner, put it on a towel, clean up like my last plastic areas. So I'll go through and do that, or the plastics, the doors, or the seats. Clean up my pedals, and any other areas I might have missed. The white plastic here also. Probably a better idea to use a new fresh part of this. And anything I might have missed. So now let's do the glass, and I'm going to help you out here on the glass, I think, because I don't think you can really do anything in detailing wrong, but there are, I think, better ways to do things. Same thing with the center screen. Okay, so the exterior glass has already been taken care of, but the interior glass has not. So because it's fresh and new and not tinted, I'd be careful with this Vision on tinted applications, but I'm going to take some Vision, spray it on my towel, mainly because I don't want to get it all over my freshly cleaned and protected pleather. But the vision, I normally do this first, or I'll do vision first and then follow, if need be, with some invisible glass. But I think this is going to do the trick here. Getting all this stuff clean. So with glass, I think the secret trick here is we don't need anything extra. No anti-fog stuff, no fancy tricks, no extra. Just simple elbow grease and clean. Come on, open. And if I keep it clean, it won't fog up and look bad. And of course, I'm going to have the windows tinted. Then once I tint the windows, I don't really use vision anymore. I'll just use invisible glass. But I like to have vision around for this first cleaning. I also like to clean my windows before I take it to the tint guy, just in case he doesn't take the same care that I do to get it clean. So I'm just making up this process right now as we speak. Oh man, that stuff smells bad. I'm telling you. It smells like it's gonna kill you, which means that it's working. Then my frickin' kids will come in here and palm the glass and mess up all this work I just did. That's the way life goes. Okay, so that's the easy part. That's the fun part. If you didn't watch the video on exterior coating, go check that out, or exterior glass polishing to get the exterior glass feeling smooth and treated. Go check that out. Now, I'm not going to use vision on the windshield because I'm about to spray it all over the place. I don't want to mess anything up. So this is how I do it. And you're not gonna like this, but this is the way it goes. I'm just gonna soak it down. I'm gonna take and wipe the excess off, overspray off. And then I'm going to fight the good fight. Meaning, go get it. Flip the towel. Go to town. I'm going to take my little thingy. Especially when it's new, because you'll see all the glass suction cups they use to put these on. And it might take a couple. This is looking pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna have to go over it again, but you might have to do it a couple of times to get it set up. come out breathing heavy and sweating, especially if you do this outside. All right. Once every 3 months or so, that's what I'll do. Now, I gotta do this roof. I'm gonna go against my process. See, I don't think this ever cleans it as well. I think this is where people don't get as good of a clean. I think soaking it down is key. And then on my screen, so probably a lot of people are questioning, I clean the screen the same way. Shouldn't have any issue scratching with this product. Just use a fresh towel, clean side. No pressure, and just wipe it off. Don't use Windex. Windex will have a little bit of abrasiveness to it. Just use invisible glass, and that's how you clean the screen. Pretty simple, huh? I guess you probably want to see me struggle on the back window too, don't you? Also clean the rearview mirror. All right, let's have some fun and do the back. Oh boy. Oh. Well, I guess it's not that bad. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh yeah, this is fun. This is why I freaking hate interiors. Ow. See where this tool is super helpful. Make sure you don't put your forehead on the glass or your palm. God dang. I got 2 more. Uh-oh. Are my knees dirty or something? What the heck? Okay. 2 more windows to do. Oh, that's freaking murder, people. Sweat city. And it's like 70 degrees in here with like 40% humidity. All right, last 2 windows and we're done. Because the exterior windows are treated, we shouldn't really have to do anything to them in the future like this. Should just simple wash and dry. But the interior, periodically you're gonna have to clean up. So window tint, if you tinted your windows, you treat it the same. Just, I wouldn't use Vision. And I wouldn't be quite as aggressive. But window tint's pretty forgiving. I feel so accomplished after I get an interior done, but man, do I hate doing it. All right, last step. Last step, a little spritz of Angel Wax Bliss to the carpets. Just for fun. Give you a little scent. And then another little trick, if you have eaten some cheeseburgers in the car, we have this in the store. This is called Freshen Up. Mix, I think you use this straight up, put a sprayer on it, and spray it on the carpets liberally, and close the door up and come back in a couple of days, and it'll freshen up any funky smells inside of the interior. So that's a wrap. That's a detail and wrap there, bros. I mean, nerds. I mean, gentlemen, whatever you want to call yourselves. Yeah, I like this car, sort of. I'm gonna like it more when it's lowered with wheels and tint, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching this series. I know this is a little different for those of you who've been around a long time, a little different from my normal process where we were a bit more matter of fact. But yeah, this car turned out great. Paint was pretty decent. The panel gaps are a little wonky. The interior is really nice, and that's how you do it. So, or at least that's how I do it, let's say. So thanks for watching the series. If you have questions, hit us up, support@obsessedgarage.com or matt@obsessedgarage.com. And yeah, thanks for your support. If you buy this stuff, it helps me buy more cool cars and do more stuff like this. So that helps out a lot. So thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. Next car, not sure what it'll be, but it'll probably be something interesting. See you soon.